A lot of people think, oh, you're in your 30s, testosterone's probably still where it should be. Oftentimes it's not. We have guys at Game Day Men's Health in their 20s that come in.
I'm yelling at Ashton to put the Ninja Turtles movies on, like the live action one.
Yes, put them on.
and then my cousin Roger's yelling at her to pick the right one, and she's like, "Is it this one?" I'm like, "No, it's the original one from the fucking 80s, early 90s, 91." Yeah.
They're good. I love those ones too.
Yeah. We just finished watching that Transformers movie I posted on Instagram.
I love it. I probably watch that movie 4 times a year minimum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's that good. Orson Welles, man, the voice acting is crazy in it.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's so good to watch too, like as an adult, and you see it, and it's still so just incredible.
Yeah,
and I always think of like the scene when Megatron is getting converted and made into Galvatron, and they do like the X-ray with like all the lines. Like I thought that was so cool as a kid.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And he changes the rest of them into Scourge.
Scourge, the Tracker, and I forget the other ones. The Sweeps,
Sweeps, yep. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And the soundtrack to it is top tier.
Not to mention, too, you see that as a little kid when you're watching it, right? And like the first 20 minutes of the movie, like a shitload of the Autobots just get killed.
Yes.
They just get bodied, and then Optimus Prime just checks out. He just punches his ticket, and you're like Ultra Magnus, like he's not even that cool,
I know. Yeah. I always, what's funny when you're watching as a kid, you don't question any of the physics, but then you watch things like Soundwave turn into like a radio, like hand size for a Decepticon. You're like, wait, what the hell?
Oh yeah, same thing with Megatron when he turns into the pistol.
Yeah, exactly. He like turns. Yeah. You're like, huh? Okay.
And then there's that one Transformer, Astro Train. He doesn't look that big. Then he transforms into this huge train that's carrying like the entire like Constructicon, Starscream, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, huh? How's that work? Work?
I was trying to teach my dog the universal greeting.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bomb.
Yes. Oh my god. Dude, Roger. He knew the universal greeting. He just says it. Yes. So good. That is so good.
I'm a big fan.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So you guys ready for Tampa next week?
Counting the days, bro.
I'm beyond excited.
It's just cool to go down and just get the fuck out of Mass in the cold and just like do bodybuilding shit with your bodybuilder friends that you don't get to do this often with, because we live in multiple states. That's just the best feeling, man. I'm excited for it.
Hey,
what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Remember last time I had difficulty?
Yes. Yeah. No, you got it on lock now.
We're good to go.
Sure.
How you doing?
Good. We were just talking because the whole crew's going down to Tampa next week or this week, I guess.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So,
Wednesday.
Yep.
You know, train at MI40?
Yep.
I think MI40, and I know Luke trains at Derek's gym. They have all like the new tech pieces and stuff there. So I want to definitely check that one out for sure.
Yeah.
And that's in Tampa, right?
Yeah, around there. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Excited for that. Excited to get out of the cold. Do you guys have a lot of trick-or-treaters in your neighborhoods?
I live in I live in a nice neighborhood, right? Like there's apartment complexes that are up the hill. Plus, there's a whole street with houses and stuff on there. Granted, I don't see a lot of kids, but I see like the school bus. They drop all the kids off that walk up to the apartments up there, and we didn't get one trick or treater. Like
Dang.
not one.
That's shit.
I was in this weekend, so I didn't. I live in an apartment complex anyway, so I don't get no trick or treaters.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Usually the apartment complexes do something for trick or treating, and a couple of years ago when Nash and I lived in the apartment, like they would always put out like a bulletin and stuff like what to do if you have trick or treating or candy for the kids and stuff. So, but
Brendan, you got some gray going on in your beard, bro. It looks good.
I let it grow for a couple days.
Distinguished.
I was going to say, yeah,
That's literally like 3 days of no shaving. That's it.
Really?
It
sounds about right.
It grows, dude. It grows so fucking fast.
Yeah. I'm not.
At least you still have hair on the top of your head.
Yeah, right. It's the same color though.
Is it really?
Dude, it like the gray has just like hit me hardcore over the last 3 years.
Women
Probably
like
stress related.
Salt and pepper, and the stress related shit over the last year. I'm sure it helped.
Did anybody watch what was this show actually called this weekend? The pro show.
Poland. I know it's Poland, right?
Poland, yes. Did any of you guys watch the live stream?
No.
What's going on with Akeem?
Yeah.
Just age, man. I think it's just.
I think it's starting to catch him.
He's well over 40, right?
Yeah. I think he's like 43, 44-ish.
Is he? Oh, I didn't think he was that much older than me.
I
Yeah,
might be
think he
wrong.
is.
I thought he was like 38, 39. I don't know.
Oh, don't tell me that, Chris.
No,
I don't know.
he's at least 40.
Yeah. I thought Andrea looked good. I mean, from the pictures I saw, he was definitely the most conditioned guy in that top 4 or 6 or whatever they had. I mean, obviously Joan has the shape. Yeah, he has great shape, man. He just still needs a little bit more from the back.
Who is that, Mike? You said, was it Jones?
Joan Perdells.
Yeah.
That's the kid in second, right?
Yeah.
Great
He's
shape.
got a lot of potential.
He's turning into a freak like quickly.
And how old is he? Because he's really young. Someone said 26. Someone said 23. So I don't know.
Oh,
I think he's 23. If I heard right. Right.
You saw that. You saw that or heard that too. All right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We see it every day now. Like every day I get on Instagram, I see another young freak, and it's cool.
yeah.
It's also kind of like depressing. But it's
They're like, why am I doing this?
cool.
Well, it's good. It's good momentum for the next few years, you know.
It is. Yeah.
I think just because bodybuilding is a lot more popular as a whole, more people are picking it up. So just in basic math and probability, you're going to have a higher amount of those like freaks that come out of like nowhere,
Yeah. 100%.
Because now because of Bumstead and Classic, guys are getting into it real young, even in the college settings, to whereas, I know when I was in college, it's like you're the odd one out if you do bodybuilding,
for sure.
Nowadays, it's like it's very mainstreamed. So naturally, like you said, Chris, like the percentage wise, there's going to be more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Justin,
we just saw it at New England's. I mean, 17 guys in one class. There's 17 guys in the C class for classic physique. So it's like,
and they were
they
were young guys too. They were young guys.
Yeah.
The kid who won the show was true novice.
I was gonna ask this, Justin. As far as judging goes, do you see more guys these days winning overalls or classes at a younger age than you did like 10 years ago? Or is it still pretty much the same?
Yeah. They got great shape, your elite guys, they're getting into great condition. I mean, the kid from New England is a perfect example. Alan from Olympus actually knew who he was. I guess he's from Milford, Mass, which is close to me. I had never seen him before ever. I mean, he was true novice, but like you could tell he was a young guy, literally just in the face. And it's like, where the hell did he come from? He was nasty, and even the kid that took second to him, who I think was the second best in Classic, was one of Chris Tuttle's guys. He's like 25 or something. It's just that the young guys are really bringing it.
Yep. It's good. Like you said, it's good for the sport, man. It's good for what's to come. Because for a while there, bodybuilding was in a slump.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it's not. It's alive and thriving right now.
What's funny is Maria Diaz came up to me after the New Englands, and her and her husband have been in the game forever, and she's like, I feel like there's like a shift in the air, like there's like things are really coming back big time, and I'm like, I feel that way too.
That's exciting. I probably have more people come up and just ask me bodybuilding, like people who want to get into it, whether they ever will or not. But I mean, man, it's like every day, somebody will ask me a question about how do I get into bodybuilding? What do I got to do? So that's a cool thing. I like that, especially up here in Maine. I actually do have questions for once tonight.
I actually have one as well.
Do you?
I do.
All
yeah.
Right, cool. I want to start off with this one because I think everybody's answer is going to be a little bit different. But what do you think personally the biggest myth in bodybuilding is, and you wish people would stop believing?
Every 2 hours, she was up like clockwork.
I think the obvious one's got to be like drugs.
I'd probably say like the biggest. It's probably that people think they get famous real quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
That's honestly probably the biggest thing, because like everyone sees how quickly Chris like came up and evolved the sport, that everyone thinks that they can be the next Chris Bumstead, when ideally you should be looking at yourself as the next Kevin or the next Chris. Like whatever you are, be who you are. Don't try and be and evolve into something you can't, because you're setting the bar way too high for yourself. And no offense, but Chris is a phenom that's probably you're never going to see ever again.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'd agree with that. I think mine's probably just like the drug aspect, right? Like anytime it's brought up with a normie, well, you're huge because there's drugs, right? Like I was in Shaw's the other day and we were checking out groceries, and the kid bagging the groceries like, hey man, you're huge, whatever. Thanks, man. He's like, what did it take to get like that? And the guy running the cash register immediately turned his head and he's like, steroids, right? And I just smile it off, and I say, a lot of food, man, like it takes a lot of food. But I think that's the biggest one that everybody thinks that just like a needle's gonna, if you can afford it, you can be big. And it just doesn't work like that. I've come to hate that one for sure.
There's a very big genetic component. Obviously, there's a very big training component, eating component. It's like if people that think, it's just drugs, then all right, then go do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Go do it. Go take drugs and go take drugs and see if you look like Mike. See if you look like you guys. It's funny, but there's the people don't understand what actually goes into it. The 24-hour, 365 days a week, mindset behind it, rather than just taking supplements.
Yep. What do you think? You guys got any other ones that you've been hating lately?
I was just gonna say, in the sense like where a lot of younger kids I've talked to, they always talk about like turning pro and getting all these crazy sponsorships. So a lot of the people that I've talked to think that like once you turn pro, like you're gonna make all this money and get all this fame and whatever. And I feel like that right there is just a huge myth. It's like it still happens, obviously, but it's kind of like one of those like crazy pipe dreams, for everybody who thinks they're going to get that, and I just think that's like the biggest myth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, your top like your top 10, 15 guys from the Olympia are probably making pretty decent money. But, you know, compared to like how many pros we have, like there's still pros that are working 2 jobs out there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I've met a few of them over the years and stuff. So, yeah, the financial aspect for sure.
I mean, even your top guys, Samson, Derek, they have gyms. You know, they're not sitting at home every day just bodybuilding. You know, and that's your Mr. Olympia. That's your Mr. Olympia last year too. You know, like they've got other shit going on.
Yep. I think. Yeah, I mean, nothing really changes when you become pro, right? Like I still went to PNC on Monday when I got back from universe. Like, you know, it doesn't, nothing changes. And especially I think the biggest thing is like, it's so important in our world, right? But you go to the normal world, like it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything to anybody who's not in this industry, right? Like it's just cool. You're a pro? Oh, cool. Okay.
You can still go to the grocery store. Someone's just gonna see you like a big guy.
And even though bodybuilding is extremely mainstream now, it's not nearly mainstream enough to where like your fame would be on par with like an actor or actress or like a football player or a baseball player. Like, you know, it's not going to be like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they like follow the niche, you know, like the niche, you know, sport of bodybuilding.
Right. It's just going to be the fact of you walking into, say, like a grocery store or anywhere else, and you just being looked at, and you're the big guy. That's it. You're not famous. You're just the big guy.
Just
on steroids.
The steroid,
I'll leave that out.
I think one that's been really bothering me lately is that like the pro leagues or the amateur leagues are rigged. Like there's a specific outcome that
I highly despise that guy, by the way.
Okay, so I want to hear what Justin has to say on that.
I mean, it's what I think is going on right now, and I think it's plain and simple as the individual that you're referring to, Chris. It's just he's trying to bring down the world. He's trying to light a fire to the world, 100%. You know, and guess what? He's using it to bring attention to his, you know, page and everything. And, you know, it's one of those things to where you watch it because, you know, he's just that much of an idiot. But at the end of the day, he's still getting views.
Yeah, true.
But in terms of the whole rig stuff, I mean, it's just like, it's ridiculous, you know? And a good example is, you know, I was on Ron Harris's podcast 2 weeks ago when we were talking about the Sarah situation, and you know everyone's saying, you know, after that whole debacle, like, you know, oh, she's done now. She's not done. She's still going to be fighting for the top 2 in the Olympia, although what she said was obviously a slap in the face to the judging. Guess what? Like at the end of the day, she's still the second best in the world, so she's going to be the second best in the world. It's not like the judges are going to go place her 5th next year because of a post she made. You know what I mean? So nothing's rigged. It really isn't, you know, and I think, you know, back to like Pittsburgh too, when Tyler kind of called out the whole Nick Walker and Derek Lunsford thing in his recap. And he's like, first of all, if you guys want to talk robbery and stuff like that, he's like, it would have been better if Nick won.
Right.
Because of his fan base. And I think like right there, like he said it, you know, it's just, there's nothing rigged. There's nothing, you know, going on to where it's like, the IFBB is going to benefit from one person winning over the other.
Yeah.
And the fact that Tyler even said in that same video that he had Nick winning.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yep.
It doesn't get more honest than that, you know?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I hate people who are just sitting there and saying, oh, there's politics and that's the reason why this person won. And I'm like, if anyone really knows Steve does not give a fuck who's related to anybody. He really doesn't. He's gonna pick the best winner.
Yeah, and it goes beyond Steve. It's just like, you know, it's just something to talk about, right? Politics, like online, it's a hot topic. You know, gets people going, gets people jumping in the conversation because it's an easy topic. You know, politics. This was this, and you know, any negative attention, you know, it's attention in general, like the guy we were talking about, you know. So it's just getting a little ridiculous. Like, why don't we just do bodybuilding?
Yeah, it's tiring. It's tiring because I think we talked about this before. I think we all absorb so much bodybuilding media.
Yeah.
That, at least right now for me, with certain bodybuilding outlets we have that seem to be monopolizing the social media platforms, boy, it gets fucking tiring to listen to. Besides Nick Strength and Power, thank you, Nick Strength and Power, for always not being negative. But man, those other outlets thrive off of negativity, and it's
All
just
they
like,
post.
It's just clickbait. That's all it is. They're just trying to drag more attention in.
No one's going to comment on a good thing. They're only going to comment to complain and bitch and bitch and bitch and more bitching.
yeah,
You know?
maybe we should be more controversial and we get more views.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'd rather be real.
facts.
King Kamali should have won the Olympia this year. He didn't even compete. Just starts saying random freedom bodybuilders. Craig Titus should have been unincarcerated.
I'm not gonna put that as a title, Chris. I'm putting that one. There's another good question, because we all do this, have done this. Getting started in online coaching. Where would you start with that with somebody? What would you tell them?
Tough question.
I would probably say, like, my honest opinion, just make sure you know what you're doing before you start taking people on. Just because you do one show doesn't you know, apply you to start coaching somebody. Hey, I learned this in one show, so I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do online coach. Like, I see that so often. Somebody will do a show and then a week later in their bio, they're like, DM me for coaching. And I'm like, you just went through one instance. Like, if you have a degree in nutrition or you're a registered dietitian, different story. But like, if you're doing one show and you just throw that up there, like, try and just learn the industry, learn everything about it. And, you know, maybe down the road consider doing it, or just take on one client and just kind of like say, hey, look, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and learn from using your body, and maybe just try approaching it that way. I mean, taking money from somebody when you're not experienced is probably not the best idea, but
yeah,
I would say if you have the knowledge, by all means.
Yeah. I think people should, I mean, what I did, you know, I didn't charge people for at least 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to, what you said, Brandon, I was just trying to get people ready, and I was trying to take lifestyle people and help them lose weight and like put a couple people on stage. And I did that from 2015 to 2018 before I charged anybody a penny. You know, like, just get good at getting people lean. Learn people, put them on stage for free.
I think that's what it comes down to too, is like people want to jump the gun and start working with competitors, you know, start transforming some bodies first.
Yeah.
And like when same thing what you just said, Mike, like when I started coaching in like 2012 or 13, it was friends that wanted my help. I wasn't charging nobody. I wasn't making money off that. The thing that's totally different these days is because there's 800,000 coaches, you know, so I feel like, let's say you do get a kid that, like, you know, kind of knows what he's doing, you know, he feels like he instantly needs to charge a lot right away, right? You know, to kind of make a career out of it. That's another thing is, I think that's part of the issue is when people say they want to be, you know, online coaches or contest prep coaches, they want that now and that's their career. Like, well, no, like, you know, why don't you have a job first, do that a little bit on the side, get good at it, and then maybe it can transform into you working from home. You know, you can't just like decide next week you're going to be a contest prep coach and expect to be on your laptop all day, you know, with 100 clients. You got to put in the time.
For sure. Any thoughts up there, Chris?
I mean, my situation was a little bit different just because I actually got my degree in clinical nutrition, medical nutrition therapy, and I also got my bachelor's in biochemistry as well. And I already worked in a clinical setting where I interned at a bunch of different places in a clinical setting, and then I also worked in a hospital as a registered dietitian once I passed the exam and got out of college. So I already counseled a lot of diabetics, and I did gestational diabetes, pregnant women, whole bunch of different people that I had already coached. So I already had that clinical background. So, when I'd be on social media, people would always ask me questions, and I would say, hey, you know what, let me help you. And I'd be like, let me, this is what I have my degree in. I also would want the experience. And I was like, so, let me coach you. I'm like, just take it serious and I won't charge you anything. Kind of like what you said, Mike. And, I would coach them and they'd all get great results. I mostly did a lot of lifestyle clients. And then, one of my friends was like, oh, I want to do a bodybuilding show. And, he competed in the OCB, and I think I coached him. I think he got second that one year. But, when it came to bodybuilding, then I started coaching my friends and stuff, and I didn't charge them. So I think if you're trying to get your name out there, it's some people might pay you. I had a lot of people that were just like, hey, you know what, this, you really helped change my life. At least let me pay you something. You know what I mean? But just get that experience. And then if you want to market yourself, then market yourself, post pictures of your client transformations and stuff like that. Show people that, you know what you're talking about. And I think that'll help grow your business too.
Yeah,
sure.
I agree.
Good, on that note, what you brought up, Chris, I think posting transformations is just the best way to go about it. Show your work. Nowadays, it's all these young guys, they just want to put out content and education. And that's how we're getting everything so, watered down in terms of there's so much information out there, people's different views, training methods, all this unnecessary shit, because why don't you guys try to grow by just posting your work? And of course, yeah, posting some content once in a while, whether it's your methods or your thoughts on some things, of course, great. But I feel like a lot of guys these days that don't necessarily have the leg to stand on are putting out content, educational content. And it's well, people want to see results. If I'm going to hire you, what have you done?
Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing. If you're a newbie, especially, and you're searching for a coach, the first thing that you should be looking at is if you're looking at a particular person, looking at if they have any progression pictures up there of any of their clients, and then even maybe possibly even reach out, if they tag them in, if the coach tags them in something, reach out to them. Hey, how do you like working with so-and-so? It's probably a good idea of a way you can approach it. That way you have a better idea. You know what I mean? 100%. You're getting your money's worth, at least in my eyes.
Yep. I agree. Not to switch subjects completely, but this is what I fucking do because I'm not super organized. Justin, how was your season having your first show as Rhode Island? Because you haven't been back on since Rhode Island, prior to Rhode Island.
Yep. So I'll be honest, I couldn't have been happier with how it went. I really mean that. It was everything that I wanted it to be plus more. The venue, I got so much positive feedback on that. The venue staff, they were unbelievably helpful, great to work with. The next day they were like, hey, you want to come back next year? I'm like, let's do it. Let's book it. The turnout, I can't speak enough on the turnout. I was just so happy, to have that many athletes. It was over 150. And the quality of the show was unbelievable. I had judged the show. I had so much fun. There was a lot of great physiques there. And our Northeast staff, they were just fantastic. Between backstage, everybody that helps contributes. Bob Hathaway, Laura, Bob was pretty much the guy that day. He was running the show while I was judging. So it was just an all around great day, and I'm very, very, very excited for 2026. It's already locked in May 30th, And, I wanted to create an event to where, it means something for people to win, right? Because obviously we live in a time to where it's, national shows pro card, national shows pro card, right? Like, how can I get my pro card? I wanted to create a feel to the event to where it's like, no, I want to go win Rhode Islands, because that means something. I want to win Rhode Islands, and then I'll go, take my stab at the next level, because you guys know, back in the day, it was like, I want to be the New England champion. You know what I mean? I want to be the Eastern USA champion. People weren't necessarily thinking, the next level yet. And like, that's kind of the feel that I wanted, and like, I'm already hearing of some great athletes doing the show next year. And it's like, I want to create that environment to where it's like, no, like I want to win this show before I move on.
Yeah.
Sure. And I think that it can get there, and let's be honest, man, like it's one of those things to where the support that I had, not only just from sponsors, the sponsors were unbelievable. Just like you guys, I mean, literally you three guys, like you guys supported, like I feel like everybody kind of came together to make that a show, and it was just, it was great.
It was a fantastic experience. I can say like the best amateur show I've ever been to. It had a national show feel. It was that with the screens, with the vendors, with the like the layout of the venue. Like it was just, it was top notch.
What was great too about that show was like the quality of the actual competitors. Like they were like, I remember looking at like some of the wellness classes, and I'm like, dude, all these girls look like national level, like quality. I'm like, they gotta have a hard time judging.
Well, when that 35 plus class came out for wellness,
dude, yes,
I was like, wow, and that's awesome. It was really exciting, and I think also the one thing too that really got me going was the crowd, right? Like when I ever looked back and like I saw people standing, and the sections were full. My mind instantly went to like, if I'm an athlete out there right now, I'm pumped. I'm fired up. So it kind of really got me going. It got me going judging. And it's like, it was just good energy in the building, and that's the environment that I wanted to create.
Oh man. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just frozen.
Yeah, my camera
you're in a funny pose.
keeps messing up. Let me see if I can fix it.
No, even to piggyback off that, Justin, there wasn't even one empty seat, especially even for finals. Like, because I remember running back and forth to Laura being like, hey, we weren't even, the show wasn't even started. And I'm like, hey, we're sold out for VIP, no more. Like,
good to have.
Yeah, it was nice to see that kind of, especially the quality of athletes that were in that show. It was.
Oh yeah, I have a like big printout in my room of me with the overall winners, and I look at it like every day, and I'm looking down the lineup with the winners, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, because didn't three of them from that show turn pro?
Yeah, 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Rachel, John, and somebody else?
Big John, the guy Dion, who came down from New York to do physique, and
men's physique.
When he walked out, it was like,
because me and Nate were talking to him backstage, and he's like, I don't think I'm going to do nationals. I don't think I'm ready for it. Me and Nate look at each other, and we're like, yeah, you should go, buddy. Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to touch you.
We actually had 6 athletes from that show turn pro.
Oh, 6! Holy shit, that's crazy.
And not even just the overall winners. Like there was, Felicia Botello. She won her open class. She didn't win the overall. She got her pro card. So there was a lot of non-overall winners that day that turned pro. So that's another cool thing too, and again, that's the kind of environment that I wanted. I want the hitters to show up there and be like, hey, I want to stop here first before, we move on. And of course, Alan, from Olympus, he was unbelievable. With the universe overall winners, paying for them to go, like, that's the stuff that, it really, it makes you want to compete, you know, so
it definitely makes that show attractive. I'll tell you that much.
It's just really cool because like you're an amateur doing like a local or high level, regional level show, you know, like even if like it's like your first show or second show and you're not like that national level yet, and you're doing that show, like you feel like you're getting like almost like that professional treatment with like the prizes and like the audience and the venue and stuff. Like that's just like, because the first show I ever did, Justin, was my first NPC show was the I forget what it was called. Rhode Island Championship, I think. And it was in 2009. It was held at that same exact venue.
The Twin River, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the one in Twin Rivers. Yeah. So Dave Follansby, I think, was the promoter back then for that show.
Okay. Yeah.
And like that was the first show. Like I remember like being backstage, like we had like actual like gym equipment to pump up with, like lat pull downs they brought in and everything. So I was like, oh man, like that was like my first show and stuff. So like you get that crazy good feel when you're there. Like you feel like, you know, you're like, yes, like I'm made to do this type of thing. It's just really cool energy.
So now Justin's got to step up his game and freaking bring in gym equipment. Way to do that.
So it's funny you say that, Chris, because, you know, that was way before I was in the NPC, actually a few years later when the rounds was at Twin River. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I hope that, like, you know, some of the Masters guys that competed at Twin River, you know, if they're still competing, like maybe think about this. And sure enough, I had a handful of Masters guys there. Matt Puglia.
Matt did that. Yep.
Joey D, like they came back to compete in the show. And I'm like, oh man, this is like so cool. Like this is exactly what I wanted for the show. You know?
That's super cool.
Yeah, Matt's a good friend. And I remember just one day out of the blue, I just get check-in photos from him, right? And I'm just like, dude, you look fucking nuts, man. You know, because he's in his 50s. And he's like, I'm doing Rhode Island. I'm like, dude, hell yeah. Like, I was so excited for him. You know, he's one of those guys that just loves the sport of bodybuilding.
And for me, right, like, you know, that, like, I feel honored, you know, that those Masters guys that were doing this before I was even in the NPC, that like they're doing my show now, you know what I mean? And it's like that, like I was super honored, you know, that those guys like showed up that day, and it was just really fun, you know. And I hope to, you know, we've got some things in the work, we've got some plans to make it, you know, even better this year. So, you know, it'll be a lot of fun. This year it'll be a little different because I'll be able to have a little more fun promoting, because all the logistics stuff, the venue, all that, like that's already done. Yeah. You know, like I already know how Twin River operates. They know me, their relationship's there. We know all the, you know, audio stuff, all that, that's all taken care of. So all that stress is gone. Now it's going to be like, all right, what more can I do now to step up the actual show? So that's what I'm excited for.
I'm super excited. I mean, I know a couple people that will be competing in it this year. So
yeah, I've been hearing some rumors, and I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm very excited. Make for a super fun weekend. How was your judging season? I know judging is strenuous and you're gone every damn weekend for like 8 months, but
yeah, you know, so we got 3 weeks left. Eastern USA's the big dog is this weekend, coming up. Then we got the Natural Grand Prix in Framingham, and then we got the Long Island Championships. And you know, it's a long year, man. I'm on the road every weekend. I don't really have a summer. It's just, but you know, not to sound corny, but I wouldn't really change it for the world. You know, It's just, like the one thing I always get asked, right, is, do I miss competing? Okay. Of course I do. Absolutely. I love training. I really miss competing, but I'm more involved in bodybuilding now than I ever have been in the past, you know? So it's like, I'm happy, you know, like, yeah, okay, it gets tiring, you know, on a Sunday when I was in Jersey all weekend or this, that, but you know, it's worth it, man, you know? And also too, like, again, not to sound corny, but judging, right? Like there's no better feeling than, you know, I fortunately get to judge pretty much every show, and like seeing athletes like literally take feedback and improve next week or the week after, you know, seeing someone place fourth and then 2 weeks later they're winning an overall because they just needed to get a little bit better. Like that stuff's awesome. You know, it's awesome to see that when, you know, you literally see before your eyes competitors getting better, and that's kind of why you do it, you know?
Yeah. No, that's super cool. I think like once competing's done, I think, I can't speak for everybody, but I think most people want to be involved in the sport to some aspect somehow after. And I feel like finding your lane in that, or having an idea of what it's going to be, probably makes the stepping away from the stage a little bit easier.
I agree. I get a lot of, man, for people that, you know, want to help out, even if it's expediting and stuff like that. And it's cool, you know. And I'm really big with like the Northeast, right? I'm very prideful of like where I come from, you know, because I was that guy doing the New Englands, the New York Grand Prix, the Easterns, all these shows, Connecticut, like, so to see like everybody, like how they feel about the shows, they want to help out, they want to get involved, like that's awesome, because I'm super prideful of this area. You know, I think we got a great, we've got a great community out here. We've got a competitive community, and we've got a lot of people that really live and breathe bodybuilding, you know, so that's what I love most about it.
We don't have to go down to Texas to be good.
Yeah, I know. So it's funny. Like, I was at a show in Florida this weekend, Shannon's show. She does a fantastic job. She's a great promoter, you know, and it's like, you know, they kill it out there with the ladies, you know, wellness. The fit model was huge. Bikini was big, you know, and I find the Northeast, like, we're big with guys out here, men's physique, bodybuilding, classic, you know, and it is kind of cool to see like just different regions, you know, once in a while, how different regions operate in terms of their shows and things like that, you know, and just how competitive they are.
Yeah, that's cool. So would you say, like, when you're down in Florida, you don't see as many like bodybuilders show to show comparatively?
Say that again.
I was gonna say, like, so when you're down in Florida, you would say you see more women's divisions dominant than you see like men's bodybuilding division.
I would say it's heavy with women in Florida. A lot of wellness down there. I would say Northeast, like I said, is pretty heavy with the guys. You know, we've got a lot of good physique out here, classic. And I would say, you know, although bodybuilding divisions aren't as big as, you know, what they used to be anywhere, you know, I still think Northeast, you know, we have really good bodybuilding compared to everything else, you know?
Yeah, it's good. I like to hear that. Like I said, we're so good up here because we have to train through the winter and we're pissed off all the time.
Absolutely.
I always say it. We were saying that a few weeks ago in Maine, Mike, where it's like we got to drive through the snow to get to the gym.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like that Rocky IV training montage where he's like running through the snow every day. Like, that's us just getting to the car to get to the gym.
Yeah.
I remember one day, it's probably 3 years ago, me and Shay were both in prep, and it was snowing crazy up here in Maine. And the only gym that was open was LA Strength, that was like across the river. And the roads were too snowy. So we walked a mile and a half to the gym through the snow in our snow pants, trained, and then walked a mile and a half back. And we were just like, you know what? Nobody else down south is doing shit like this just to fucking get to the gym.
Badass.
Right? They're not doing that in California, baby. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
They would have been like, "Oh, it's just a rest day, whatever."
Yeah, exactly. Just a rest day.
I remember one year we got a blizzard down here, and we got like 2.5, 3 feet of snow. I don't know. And it was back in 2007. And I was getting ready to go on a cruise. So I was like trying to get like my cardio in. All the gyms were closed. I drove an hour in my car, an hour to go to this one LA Fitness that was open, to pay the guest pass so I could do my cardio and lift and then come home.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. I wouldn't do that now. Are you kidding me? I'm just chilling. But back then I was, you know, just involved with all this stuff and getting into it. I was like, yeah, I want to look good.
Like, I don't know, Chris. You'd probably still do it now if you had to.
Probably. Yeah. If I was annoyed enough, I'd be like, fuck this, and I'd just find something. I mean,
you'd be thinking, and after this combo, you'd be thinking in your head, like, yeah, fuck those guys in California. I'm going.
Yeah. The next question I got, it's not really bodybuilding. It's a little more fun. Somebody asked, YouTube content besides bodybuilding, what are the 3 types of YouTube content you ingest the most? Like, is there anything else you watch on YouTube besides bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding?
I'm gonna tell you.
You pull up the algorithm.
Do you want to know?
Awkward silence.
my last, put it this way, my last 4 big topics on here are mitochondria under electron microscope, Full Gore's Ultra Combo from Killer Instinct, epic MVON battles, like the MVON fighting engine, and then it's Branch Warren movies.
Bodybuilding.
I know
that don't count.
Those are my last 5. Oh, and then the one I guess after the bodybuilding one would be Akuma's Evolution.
That's pretty good.
Another street fighter character. I'm so stupid.
I'm just gonna give you mine. This is my algorithm, but this is what I've watched recently. The last thing is we tried every drink at Harry Potter World. Let's see. Marshawn Lynch flips cars and does donuts in Pastrana Land. And guess the secret NBA player featuring Dwight Howard.
Well, these shows is like basketball, like it's fucking normal. Like something.
No, but honestly, like if I'm not watching bodybuilding, I'm really big into like mythology videos, like Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Egyptian mythology. I've been heavy into those. I've been watching a lot of like deep space videos, theoretical deep space videos, and we're really into watching walking tours.
There's no way you're doing any of this shit not high.
Oh yeah, I'm high. Of course I'm high.
You are high as fuck watching all
Yes,
this.
I am. Yes, I am. That's implied, Brendan. That's implied.
Oh shit. Justin, you should have seen him in Texas.
What?
God.
I wasn't that bad.
You should have seen him in Rhode
I beg to
Island.
differ. Oh, dude, that was bad. The two of you were awful.
What about you, Brendan? What do you watch on YouTube? That's not bodybuilding.
I'm not a big YouTube guy, believe it or not.
No. The greatest thing.
The only thing I only use YouTube for bodybuilding, honestly. Like I watch it in the morning, and I'll watch like Nick Strength and Power, or if like Fuad's podcast is on, I'll watch that. But
yeah,
what's on your?
Other than that, I don't use YouTube.
What's on your Instagram Explore page?
Now that's what we have to share at some point. We each screenshot.
I will literally show you right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Mine's like so much cat shit, like just cats.
Mine's
It's bodybuilding, Red Sox, like lifting. Like it seems like the algorithm changes all the time.
That's good. I'm gonna throw my buddy Shane under the bus. We did this in a group chat once. We took screenshots of like our Explorer page, and I swear to God, every block on his Explorer page except for one was like giant titty blonde girls. It was
well, dude, it's like you click on one profile with a blonde chick with big tits, all of a sudden your whole algorithm is fucking toast.
Yeah, you're done.
You go to your search handle and it's like nothing but like 18 pictures in a row of blonde big tits. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
It's crazy, and it takes so long.
Or like you're doom scrolling for a while, and like you're watching like cat videos or animal videos. Or then
yes,
like,
I love the cat videos.
and then it's like You know, like for me, it'll be like video game like shit, and then there'll be like one page of like some like insta ho, and then you pause on it because you're like, that's not like what I've been watching. Then all of a sudden, all the videos after that in your algorithm are just fucked.
We should ask Luke. Ask Luke.
Yeah.
What happened?
His is probably all food. His is probably all food from being.
Oh, guaranteed. Smash some pancakes.
I did a good job for a minute at keeping that shit off, but now post show that I'm like, now I can actually eat it, and I'm searching this shit up. Now it's fucked.
All right, so we were just talking about what's in your algorithm as far as like YouTube goes. That's non-bodybuilding related.
Shit that pops up that's non-bodybuilding related.
Yeah,
No,
like
that,
what do
like,
you watch?
Yeah, like
Like
what do you watch?
watch that's not
What do you watch?
bodybuilding related on YouTube?
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, it's not exciting. It's all like basketball or sports.
That's what's up.
It's either naked dudes or basketball. That's my argument. So
What about you, Justin?
So yeah, pretty boring, honestly. I'm not a YouTube guy. You know, if I'm on YouTube, it's like Dave and Chris's podcast, but non-bodybuilding related, it's all sports, especially now that it's basketball season. You know, NFL, like I'm a sports guy. So, I mean, if we're talking like just TV stuff, you know, I kind of like Law and Order and shit like that, Chicago PD. I went to school for criminal justice, you know, so I'm into all that shit, you know, so. But yeah, as far as YouTube specifically, I'm not a huge YouTube guy.
That's interesting. I'm not judging you people who aren't huge YouTube guys. I promise. I'm not judging.
No, I watch mad YouTube, but it's all bodybuilding shit.
Yeah.
I'm not really on YouTube that much. That's the crazy thing. It's just like sometimes I'll just go down these rabbit holes where like I'll see something on like Facebook, and then I'll search that same topic, and it's like most of my stuff is like video game speed runs or like ranked matches or something. And then I also just search, like I'll search randomly like how like oak tag is made. You know what I mean? Like I just like how learning like random shit's made and just put together. I like learning something. Yeah.
I'm shocked that there's no fishing in your YouTube, Mike.
Oh, no. I was gonna say there's a lot of fishing. I watch a lot of fishing for sure.
All right. I was gonna say.
Yo. What's up, Luke? You ready for us to come Tampa on Wednesday?
Bro, I'm fired up.
Yeah,
me too.
buddy.
I'm gonna get a videographer to film us on Saturday, so we can train and go get some food and shit, and I can put on YouTube.
Is it gonna be Rocco?
I could get Rocco. I was gonna get another kid because Rocco's been pretty swamped, but I could probably get Rocco. Rocco comes in with stuff though. He's around.
Rocco's my man.
He's a good kid, bro. He's funny as hell.
Oh, here's a good question. We actually, or Chris, you want to shoot your question out that you had?
Yeah. So, you know, one of the things we noticed this year, and we were talking, we talked about this actually in the group chat. I think actually, Luke, I think it was you who said this, where we've all been seeing like a lot of the judging calls, at least for bodybuilding, for most of this year. It seems like where, like in the past, the bigger muscular guys were always the dominating ones, and now we're seeing guys that have like a little bit better shape, like tapered waists, really good conditioning, that are now like kind of winning a lot of these shows. You know, would you say that is kind of like a new trend that the IFBB is pushing for?
I don't think it's necessarily this year. I think since the whole like bubble gut bonanza thing, honestly. It's kind of been headed that way for a while. I still feel like it's a muscle show, and like you have to be big and like for example, Keon stepping into the open, losing to Crizzo. Like, I mean, he's obviously got way better shape than that dude, but he just looks like a little kid next to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's levels to it, but then when it comes to a guy like Nick, right? It's like, dude was already a freak. And then he goes and he's only 5'7" on a good day. Yeah. And then he goes and decides to be 280 on stage at 5'7". There's just not enough room on a frame like that for that to even look remotely pleasing. So
especially when the 12 pounds didn't go to the right areas.
But it's not even that. That's what I'm saying. The frame just isn't big enough. You can't look good. Oh shit, cop. You can't look good.
As he gets pulled over.
Yeah, there's like fucking 4 cops out here. You can't look good. There's just not enough room to pack that much muscle on a frame that's that compact and that small. It's not going to be a good look. And so I think it's a balance. Like it's still a muscle show. You have to be big, but like if you're just freaky big but you're ugly, you're not going to win either. And then the problem that Nick faces is like he looked good in Pittsburgh. Why the fuck was his game plan? Okay, I'm going to go throw on 20 pounds to this. That doesn't make any sense. The knock was never, hey, Nick, you're not big enough. That was never his problem. So it's just like, I wouldn't say that size doesn't matter anymore as much. It still is the king. But like you have to have it all now more than ever.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just because like a lot of the competitors that are coming up now have that better structure than before. That's probably really what it is then.
I think, like I said, it's the shift from like mid-set, like there's such a harp on midsection control now from the judges and from just the entire bodybuilding community, like even through social media. Like you see these guys, like for example, when we turn around and hit a back double bicep, nobody's fucking worried about keeping their stomach in, right?
No.
Like but someone from the fans will take some fucking picture from the side where someone's stomach is out, post it online, like, oh my God, look at this dude's gut, and it'll go viral. So like everyone's like just harping on midsection control and all this stuff. Plus with classic, you've got these like dudes pulling vacuums, which has forced the open guys to kind of like step their shit up with all that stuff. So I just think it's just kind of like the evolution of bodybuilding. Like back in the 2000s when it was like Ronnie and Jay and all those guys, like it didn't fucking matter, bro. You just got as big as you fucking could, and nobody cared about a vacuum. No one even knew how to do it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So now it's like you look at Samson and Derek, like these are the top guys in the world, and they can pull their belly button to their spine, and they're fucking huge at the same time. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's the direction that the sport just has headed naturally.
Well, that's just because the classic guys and stuff like they brought that vacuum type posing back, when Arnold used to do it and stuff to the forefront now, and it's created a really cool look that everyone's like, oh, I can pull a vacuum, like I can do vacuum, and then they're posing like that. So then all of a sudden it's like the judges see that now a lot more often. So now it's like they almost prefer that look just because they've seen it so many times. And now, like you said, the bodybuilder's like, okay, like if I can pull a vacuum being this big, I'm going to look even better. So now everyone's just elevating their game up,
I'm dying to know what Justin's thoughts are on this.
So I think Luke's response was kind of spot on. At the end of the day, in the open, it's okay. Right now, we just kind of have a pool of guys with really good shape, but I still don't think that, shape is completely taking over, because then it's like you could say, all right, how come Tonio's not in the top 4? How come Urs isn't in the top 6? At the end of the day, it's a muscle show. We just are kind of blessed right now of the quality that we have. We have both the shape and the muscle. Look at Martin, muscle,
Prime
but
example.
good
Prime
shape.
example.
Derek, muscle, he has shape. It's one of those things where I think that's just what we have right now in terms of the playing field. And of course, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I do think that the midsection stuff is really being locked down right now, which I think is a great thing, but I don't necessarily think that it's turning into a shape show in the open, because again, another thing that Luke said was Keon, perfect example. How come he wasn't, second or third at that contest in Prague? Because it's a muscle show, so that's kind of my thoughts on it. I think that, it's a combination of everything, but I still think that the open is, it's muscle at the end of the day, but we're just in a field right now to where these guys have really good shape. Hadi, Samson, Derek, and that's just, how it is right now.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure. Nate, regarding like a Mr. Olympia, like to continue on to the subject, like how important do you think like the best physique on that day versus ideally what the public would want to be Mr. Olympia matters? Do you think that's taken into account at all, or do you think it should always just be the best physique on that day?
That's a good question, honestly. I think there's some degree of, hey, would I want to look like that guy? You know what I mean? Yeah. But obviously I think you have to check all the boxes. Like what Justin was saying, I think it sort of comes down to like a lot of them the judges are really taking symmetry into account, meaning like everything matches, you know what I mean? So like you can't really have a weakness either. So I think that's where sort of Derek shines. Like people can trash on his arms, but it's like he still has arms, but like really like what is his weakness? You know what I mean? Like he sort of checks all the boxes. So I think really, and that's where Martin really is good too, right? And shines. Like he has the shape and conditioning, but he also isn't really missing much. So I think a lot of guys are really like they're really taking into account the completeness of a physique. Like because Andrew Jack would be winning all day if he was sort of matching on his other shots and being sort of 360 degrees equally as good as like his front shots, right? I mean his back shots have come up a lot, but I think I don't know, it's tough because like that sort of comes down to the question is like, would they ever give Nick the Mr. Olympia title? Then like that question that you're asking is sort of like almost directed towards Nick, because obviously Nick isn't the prettiest looking physique, and he's also like sort of like rugged, and most people that like the general public would be like, ew, that's disgusting, you know what I mean? Whereas like Andrew and Samson and like those type of physiques where they'd be more appreciated to like the regular person or like the common eye, right? So I do think there's a little account into that, because at the end of the day, I mean, at least I was a judge, I would a little bit, because it does account to like how this sport grows and how like to like they want to get more public eyes on us, or like more growth and more competitors entering, the NPC, etc. So I do think there's some degree, you have to have somewhat of a sellable look, I would say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my brother's a good example of this, and Nate was with us out in Vegas, and like we were watching the Olympia, and like because he's like he knows bodybuilders and he knows bodybuilding, but he's not like tapped into it like this. Like he works out and stuff like that, but like when he's watching the Olympia, he's looking at Andrew and he's like, that's Mr. Olympia to me, because it's that statuesque, like your eyes drawn to it, like superhuman look, right? Whereas like most people don't like the muscle midget thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Derek, I mean, obviously, it was my pick to win, and like I think he deserved from bodybuilding criteria to win that show, hands down. I mean, Hadi was in second, and he's another muscle midget. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are just stacked to the brim with muscle, but they're 5'6". So like you see them walking around on the street, and they're like,
don't insult two short guys on there.
I was about to say, Luke, I was like, fuck you, buddy.
Poor Chris and Justin are getting crucified right now.
All right, bro. You know what? We're leaving this out, bro. We leave this out. But like you see these guys, like if you see like a Derek, I mean, I see the guy every day. He's a freak, but like you see, like the average person saw him walking down the sidewalk, he looks just like this ball of fucking muscle strutting by. Whereas like when I see Andrew at MI40 sometimes too, the guy looks like a fucking, just a literal walking statue, bro. Like it's crazy, and he's freaky big. And so like Nate said, it comes down to kind of like, do you want to, if you give it to someone that's more like a Andrew, or like even just a bigger person like Ronnie back in the day or whatever, you're gonna draw a little more of that like gen pop in, because they're like, oh, that's the best. What, like who the fuck is that guy? Oh, that's Mr. Olympia. That's what bodybuilding is. That's crazy, right? Whereas like those guys like my brother, that's kind of on the fence as to whether or not he's gonna be a bodybuilding fan and watch shows and stuff. He doesn't care for, and most people don't care for that like stumpier, compact, like I said, muscle midget look. But like, it's like bodybuilding. Like it went like you got to judge from bodybuilding criteria. You know what I mean? That's just the bottom line. And Derek had less flaws. And that's just how it rolls. But like, I don't know. It's a difficult conversation and a difficult like topic because, yeah, I think it just takes a special type of person to kind of like check all the boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%. It's just because it's just so subjective at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part about this sport, bro.
I don't want the judge's job, that's for sure. Justin.
Yeah.
It's a tough job sometimes.
How many people you think search muscle midget on porn websites?
I'm sure there's a crowd.
More than we want to know.
We just went right down a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We can make some money. Pimp them hoes out. Pimp them hoes out. You gotta work, bitch.
Oh man.
Here's a I don't know if we've talked about this before. I feel like we have. I don't know if we answer this legally, but flying or traveling with gear, how is it done?
I already told people how to do this.
Did you?
Yeah, you stick it in. Literally, take like a smaller jug of protein. Fucking throw your gear in the protein.
Dude, you
I was on this podcast. Yeah, I remember.
I don't even care.
We answered that.
Dude, I honestly just put my in like just my my check bag and just put it in there. And dude, they don't give a fuck. Honestly, like I've flown with like pre-rolls. I don't smoke anymore, but I've flown with gear and like, dude, they just look for weapons and like that kind of stuff, dude. Like I just flew up with 2 kits for someone like this last trip to Boston. Like I fly all the time, so they really don't care that much. I've literally had them look directly at like stuff in my cooler bag that I bring on the plane with me in the top pouch. I'm like, dude, they don't even care. Honestly. No.
They just look at it and they go, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would say be careful going internationally because Border Patrol is much different than TSA. There's a way higher level of authority, so you got to be careful if you travel.
I've heard stories of people getting arrested just because they look like they take gear.
Yeah, Tony Freeman.
There are certain countries that do that.
Like Sweden or something, or
Sweden,
some of those.
I think it was. Yeah, because there was like a big guest post. I remember reading this in Muscular Development many years ago. Like Tony Freeman, like got arrested as soon as he got off the plane.
Crazy.
Damn.
I think Evan might have had an issue at some point too, or something like that. Yeah, I've heard a couple different stories.
Imagine if we all got off the plane and they like took Nate in, but the rest of us, they're like, you guys are good.
He's like,
so what is one here? I'm like, fucking arrest me, bitch.
Yeah, right. You're like, what? I'm not big enough. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
They're like, get him, bring him in. Then we're all like, what? You're not gonna take us too? Yeah. We're all just crossing his knees. Oh fuck me! I guess I'm not fucking big enough, huh?
That'd be so fun.
Double my fucking dose, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun when you guys come down here. Wait till you try Derek's gym, dude. It's so sick, bro.
He has all the new tech stuff, right?
It's so nice, dude. Yeah, all new tech. There's some Atlantis, but I
love that plate-loaded incline new tech machine. That incline torture. Nice.
Yeah,
dude, it's so good. That's like my favorite plate-loaded incline movement.
Have you tried new tech, Justin?
No, not yet.
No. You gotta come down sometime.
Massachusetts has it either.
So nice.
It's wicked good. Wicked good.
Beautiful.
What's the show coming up this weekend? Is it the big man?
No, I think it's Romania with Andrew, actually, isn't it?
Okay.
Andrew's supposed to do it.
Andrew's doing it?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well,
he's supposed to do it. I think he's supposed to do the Arnold too, is from what I heard.
Andrew's doing the Arnold?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Ooh.
Eric committed, right?
Nah, I think he said he's not doing it. I think they're having another kid. Is that right, Luke?
Yeah, they're having another kid. He's been out on a cruise for the last week with his family, so I haven't.
I don't think he's just doing the Arnold, Derek.
But I don't when I
I
saw that,
saw a thing today that said that he was. It said that he was.
I
confirmed.
saw that.
Oh,
I saw that online too.
Yeah, but I think that was from Tarek, bro. And dude, Tarek's so full of shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that
so
guy's
pretty
retarded.
much,
Okay, never
Dude, he
mind.
just says shit, honestly. Like,
It's just half this shit's clickbait.
yeah, exactly. I think he's just trying to get people going, dude. But
Yeah,
maybe,
you know
but I
about
doubt it. From what I've
He
heard,
might have
there's
made a decision, yeah, but he was telling me he's taking some time with his family and
yeah,
stuff. But I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen him in like a week because
he could change his mind. Yeah, so
he's been out on a cruise and stuff and just like spending time with his wife and his daughter. And like Nate said, he's got another kid on the way too. So, I don't know, but I'll probably have an answer soon.
yeah.
That's what's up. How's prep going, Nate?
Oh, it's going pretty good, man. Honestly, it's so I'm like 19 weeks out, and honestly, so I'm like still on TRT, a little bit of growth hormone. So TRT meaning like 250 mgs a test, not 500 like some people. Just got blood work done yesterday, so excited to get that back, and then hopefully get the green light to start blasting here soon, which would be really nice. Like honestly, I'm eating a lot of food right now, and like I'm pretty lean. I'm actually really light for me. I'm 270 right now, so that for me is like pretty lean. So I got sick a little bit a while back after Olympia, lost some weight from like being sick. I was throwing up and like shit in my brains, like sort of what Luke had, but I don't know. A lot of people had it. Seth had it, and then a couple other people. But anyways, I had like a week off from training, which was actually good. Let my joints sort of heal up, and so I feel like nice and fresh, and my appetite's super strong, which I'm really happy about. So I'm like probably eating like 5,000 calories right now, and training's going really good, and I'm like pretty lean. So it should be a really good prep where I should be able to eat up into the show and not have to like really, it shouldn't be too hard, honestly. So I'm excited because usually my preps are like straight down, like, just like drop, like, you know what I mean? Just like that, like a typical prep. So this one should be a little bit more interesting as far as I'm hoping I could like grow into the show a little bit even, so start the gear, food's really high, and just get good sleep, and yeah, I'm excited, man. So should be a nice fun prep. And honestly, it's like, dude, it's so sick down here. Like going out of the gym tonight, it was 70 degrees, 68 maybe, beautiful out, like in my tank, just like windows down, driving home with my music on, and just like, oh my god,
fucking rub it in as we're talking about walking through the fucking snow earlier.
Yeah, dude, you guys are gonna love it.
I don't know. Just
when you come
down here, bro. It's
yeah. When you come down here, you guys are gonna be so happy. It's so nice right now.
Pack your cars, bro. Fuck it.
Good.
And like having prep like this time of year down here is like it's gonna be so sick because like obviously like if I was back home, like the winter it would suck prepping for Detroit right now up north, dude. And like I had to do that for Boston where I was like it was in March, right? So I was like scraping off the car before fasted cardio, like heating the car up, freezing already because you're like dieting, right? So it's like you're freezing your balls off, and no one else is in prep, so it's like really weird, you know what I mean? So it's like a weird time to prep, honestly. But like down here, it'll be like perfect because the weather's like obviously nice year round. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
You feel like taking the year off benefited you, like especially food wise, because your food's a lot higher than it was ever before going into a prep.
Yeah, no, I think my body's way more responsive, honestly, which is good. Like I feel like things are just like happening like easier. Like there's no struggle, and obviously my motivation is much higher because I took that break, and just like I feel fresh and like good and like healthy, and like everything just seems like good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think the year definitely benefited me as far as like adding size and like new stuff. I mean, it's hard to say until obviously like around like 5 weeks out, I'll know or whatever. But I think my back definitely improved and my hamstrings improved, so I'm happy about that. Like my hamstring hang from the side has definitely gotten like way better. I actually posted some pictures recently, and I was really happy with like my side chest. The ham hang is like really good right now, so I'm happy about that. So yeah. Should be fun. And honestly, I just want to be peeled out of my mind. That's the only goal for this show. Just fucking skinless with that black backdrop in Detroit, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Get back to that Nationals inside out conditioning.
Like conditioning. Like I think they have a most shredded award too. So I want to just do that. Like go for that, bro. Like that'd be so
nice.
Yeah. That's sick. Are you doing more than just Detroit? Are you doing multiple shows?
Yeah, I mean, I might do New York. Me and Justin were actually talking about it when I was up there because I moved the dates around a little bit, but maybe New York and Toronto. Like Toronto, just because it'll give me a fair shake as far as like competition. You know, it's usually not like a super stacked show, but who knows? Sometimes it is. So the year I did it, it was actually sort of stacked. It had like Akeem and Quentin and Hassan, and that was actually a pretty. There was like 20 people in that Toronto. So, but then last year there was like
you gotta hope they get rid of that fucking orange background.
Oh, dude, I hate the backdrop. It makes you look
that was terrible.
Dude, did you guys already speak about backdrops? But
Not yet. We can now.
Yeah. But yeah, Toronto, dude, it sucks because like as a pro, you know what I mean? Like you want, and like this is like your job and your advertising, right? So for me, it's like these pictures honestly like are worth a lot for me. And honestly, it's a weird, like this is just the way I am though, honestly, but like I love my stage pictures and I love getting them. And like that's probably honestly one of my favorite parts about bodybuilding is like getting those stage pictures where you're just like nasty, shredded on stage, like peaked, and like it's just so sick to me. And you always have that, you know what I mean? And to like go on after like 20 weeks prep, go on stage and like the backdrop's orange and you're orange, like, you know what I mean? It just is not like sucks, you know? So like, whereas like Vancouver, when I did that, that was sick. It was like black and blue. Boston was amazing lighting. That was like also like darkish, like black, bluish, and the white lettering. That was dope. And then, you know, like nationals always seem to have good backdrops. Like when I did it in like 2019, it was all black. Actually, it was sick. It was like with the, like the little white banner on the bottom. And so yeah, and it's sort of annoying just because like I feel like a lot of us are talking about this, but like no one really cares. You know what I mean? Like the promoters and stuff are just like, oh, whatever. Like we're not like really like we hear you, but like we don't care. Like
what blows my mind it's like you can decide as a promoter, you can have it any way. And like the Prague show, who the fuck sat down and said, oh, this is the one, like this one looks good? Because like you want your athletes to look good too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole stream looked like bloodshot red, bro.
It was terrible.
It was like, who the fuck sat there and looked at that stage and looked at that stream and said, oh yeah, like that's good right there. Like what?
Yeah.
Justin, is it difficult for you guys to judge? Like I know you guys are obviously on a like you guys are lower down, but like have you ever had any issues with some of these backdrops and judging from sitting where you're sitting?
Not really. Like from that kind of view, not really. I think that's more so how the pictures come out. You know what I mean? But in person, I don't really think that.
Well, yeah, because you're like close enough where like
you
can see all the details. So.
Yeah, and you're not like blending in.
Yeah.
Like I know Bill made a comment on one of the posts because I think Antoine said something, Billy, about the Mexico lighting because that was wicked bad too. Like
that was really bad.
Like, everything, it was just so distracting. And then I think Antoine made a post, and then Bill actually commented on it. It was like, oh well, we can judge just fine. We don't need this and that. I'm like saying like what Justin said, but it's like, dude, it's not just about the judges though. It's about we're watching. This is 2025 where we're watching. Everyone's watching from a live stream at home. We're making podcasts. We're, you know what I mean, making so much off of this material, stage pictures, videos, whatever. It's like, dude, you guys should want your athletes to look the best. And it's like your product, like the athletes are, you know what I mean? Like, don't you want us to look the best? And we're representing the current era of bodybuilding where there's 90 guys crashing on us left and right. Oh, they're not in shape. They don't come in conditioning. It's like, do us a favor, bro, and like make us look as good as we can. You know what I mean? You should be enhancing our look, if anything, not decreasing how we look. You know what I mean?
100%. No, for sure. Not to pivot, but speaking of like stage looks and how you look, Justin, do you have a specific look from your competing days that like you like the most?
Indy. Yeah, Indy 21. It was my second to last show. That was probably my favorite, hands down. Combination of, condition. My color was really good. I've had some pretty good looks. I like my 2019 New York Pro look, Puerto Rico Pro look, but I think the Indy 2021 is the one that kind of stands out for me.
Oh yeah. Was that New York the one in White Plains on the higher pro?
I've done New York 3 times. The first one was 2018. That was White Plains. 2018 was White Plains. And then my last one was 2020. won. That was when the New York Pro was in Tampa.
Oh yeah, no shit. So
Yeah.
you never did a TNAC, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I never got to do.
That's crazy, huh?
I know. I was kind of bummed about that. The only time I've ever competed was when I did the Easterns in 2016.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, who was Derek Austin won Easterns?
That's the year Derek won. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a stacked Easterns.
Oh, dude, Easterns was crazy back then, bro.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah, were you talking about Luke? Were you talking about Derek Oslin?
Yeah.
I was actually at that show. That was a competitive show.
Yeah.
What's he up to now?
I think he's retired.
Is he?
I think so.
I don't know. I think he lives down here, actually, near us, Luke.
Yeah, I think he does too.
He lives in Tampa.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
I'll ask Nate this question too. Nate, do you besides bodybuilding on YouTube, what's other shit that you watch, or is there anything else?
Dude, you're gonna laugh at this. I watch into like prison documentaries.
Okay.
Like inside the prisons, you know what I mean, and shit. Like that shit's like intriguing.
They're mad entertaining, bro. I used to fuck up Beyond Scared Straight too. That shit was funny.
Oh yeah, like shit like that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I've been watching lately, which is hilarious. Justin will appreciate this too. Is there's this dude named Hani something, and they train out of Diamond Gym, and there's like a group of 3 of them. It's like this dude Hani, Unk, and then this dude Scala, and they're 2 black guys and 1 like Middle Eastern dude, and they bring in like these people, and they just like wreck them. But it's not like bodybuilding training. It's like,
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
okay, we're gonna do 100 freaking lap pull downs, and then we're
It's
gonna
just hazing, bro. It's just hazing.
yeah. They just like demolished, like the Trent twins are there and shit, and they just demolished the hell out of them. They won't let you have water. You have to wear sweats. You can't wear like a tank top. Like, they have all these crazy like old school prison rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's honestly super entertaining. Honestly,
What's it called?
if you just type in Diamond Gym, you'll see a bunch of them. But the dude's name is
I've actually seen some of the snippets or clips or reels on Instagram.
Yeah, it's blowing up right now because they had a falling out, I guess. But like the dude Hani has 1 million followers on Instagram, which is crazy. He's a men's physique dude. He actually won Connecticut like a couple years ago, the overall. I don't know if you know who.
Did he?
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, they're super popular right now. And then this dude Unk, he's this big black dude, like Devo.
I know that motherfucker. Yeah.
He's a firefighter. So he'll come in off his shift, be like, I just worked 24 hours, you bitches, like swearing at him and like cussing at him and like, what? You guys are a bunch of pussies and all this shit. Like, it's hilarious.
So it's like CT Fletcher style shit, but just amped up to another level.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. And then what else? I watched some other weird shit. Yeah, I don't know. I like fucked up shit, but I've been watching this show actually on Netflix called Wayward. Have you heard that one?
I need a new show,
I haven't
bro.
watched it at all.
No, you didn't like it?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's about this like school where they like kidnap the kids that are troubled, and then they bring them inside this school, and like they pretty much it's a wicked fucked up like system. One of those where they're like mentally like torture them and like make them like break pretty much.
Is this the one that has like that cop at the main character that's a cop who's like
he's a dyke.
He's a dyke, and and she's like the sheriff or whatever, and she lives in that house with the other woman with the kid.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, how come there's no like babies here? And they're trying to track down that one kid that escaped the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have watched a few episodes of that. I didn't know that was the name of it. Yeah, that show's pretty messed up. I
definitely was hooked on it. One of those ones where I started watching it was like couldn't.
It's one of those slow play ones. Like you have it's very slow in the beginning.
Yeah.
Watch it.
And then I just finished sadly that Ed Gein story or whatever.
Dude.
Oh, I heard that's good.
Dude, you gotta watch it.
How messed up was that?
Wait, is that on Netflix?
Yeah,
dude, there's some scenes, Luke, that you're just like, oh my
he's so
God.
fucked. Like
I gotta watch that shit.
It is.
Is it like a series or documentary?
It's like one of those like limited series, so the episodes are longer.
Yeah.
The only issue I have with the Ed Gein series is that who's the guy that plays Ed Gein?
I don't even know the actor's name, honestly.
He's
like a necrophilia though. He like pretty much digs up bodies, and it's like based on a true story. And
his name's Charlie something.
They based Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre after this dude. So like
well, yeah, like, but the whole thing is his voice as Ed Gein. All I could hear is Ernie from Sesame Street.
That's hilarious.
Okay, Bert, why don't you come down here, Bert?
Yeah.
This dude is fucked,
That's
bro.
all I hear.
You got to watch it though. It's wicked fucked up, bro.
It's so
He's like
good.
a serial killer type, like crazy, like sociopath. And,
I gotta say, those type of shows don't do anything for me.
No,
I fuck it does. I fuck it does.
Dude, I'm so fucked up, honestly. I watch some fucking crazy.
I think it's a Caucasian thing. I'm gonna be honest, guys.
What? Oh yeah.
Oh, it's for sure. Nah, white people love that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
White people watch the killing shit.
Yeah, love it.
White people, we crazy. We crazy on this side, bro.
That's so funny. That's true, though.
Dude, I'm way behind the time, but I just started watching Ozark, and that shit has
That's a great show. That's a great show.
Yeah, that shit's addictive.
hooked. Fucking hooked.
It slows down.
I
think after like season 2 or so, it starts slowing down.
Well, at first I'm like, I don't know if I can take him serious in this role, and then all of a sudden, like 2-3 episodes into it, I'm like, all right, he's kind of a dork, but he's kind of like an undercover fucking badass. I can get that.
No, what the problem is now for me is I can't take him in like a funny role anymore because I watched that show like twice.
Yeah.
And now when he's like playing
like horrible bosses or something.
or like Arrested Development or whatever, he's in that show too. Like, but now I see him as like a fucking working for the mafia dude. Like, I'm like, this doesn't add up, bro.
All right, so I got another question, and this is a great one because this one's gonna get. I can see this one getting heated. What is the best energy drink and energy drink flavor?
Oh, get it, Luke. We already know what Luke's going with.
If y'all don't say Swedish Fish, you're a hoe, bro.
It's not Swedish
Hey,
Fish.
Luke,
It's not
Dude, that
Swedish
one
Fish.
sucks. All
slap it, baby. Slap it
listen.
right there.
Bro,
I hate every single Ghost flavor because every single time I drink the Ghost, it leaves this weird film in my mouth. Like my tongue have this weird film, and I'm like, I don't fucking like how I don't like it.
Okay, well, something's wrong with your mouth, first of all. Second of all, if you don't like that flavor, you and Mike can go fuck off with your crazy ass taste.
Bro, I said it's good. I said it's good.
No, you like Cherry Garcia ice cream, and you like fucking.
This has nothing to do with Cherry Garcia.
And you like other funky. What's that funky ass candy you like?
Good and plenty. He likes good and plenty.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't get me started with ice cream. I'm not coming down.
Get the fuck out of here.
Cookies and cream. Here we go with the cookies and cream bullshit.
My flavor is raspberry cream. That shit's fire.
That's good. Okay. That's good.
That's really good. I like
raspberry cream. I would say is definitely top 5, if not top 3.
I like.
I would say Swedish Fish is good. The peaches one is good. I like the grape one. Some people don't like the grape one.
Like the Warheads one.
Okay.
I don't like sour shit too much, but if you do, it's good.
Yeah. The sour strips one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you tried that?
Hands down.
I haven't had that one yet.
Hey, Justin, you like that?
So I got to get rolling here in a minute, guys. But Ghost sour strips is easily my favorite.
I haven't had that, so I can't even. I got to get my hands on it.
Justin, what was the drink you used to drink all the time? That little red bottle.
Is that Endo Rush?
Oh, the red lines.
Yeah.
UTX red line.
Red line.
Jesus. Talk about your heart coming through your fucking chest.
Yeah.
Those are sick.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta get rolling here. Thank you for having me on.
Good to see you, brother.
Hey, take care, man. Good
Good seeing you, Justin, bro.
Good talking to you. All right. Have a good one.
Take care. Have a good night.
Yeah, light them up, Luke. Fucking.
Yeah, you guys are.
Dude, it's good.
Bro, you saw Ranson yesterday on my story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, man,
no, because I posted it. I posted it, and he goes, "Man, that shit's trash." And then I said something like you're a hoe or something like that. And he's like, well, actually, I haven't even had it before. And I was like, what? I was like, how are you gonna tell me it's trash? You've never had it. So he's like, I'll get one tonight for you. And then he posted it, and you could tell he didn't want to like it. He was like, took another sip. Because he's like, I don't even like Swedish Fish. And then he's like, okay, fine, this is pretty good. I'm telling
It is
you, like,
good.
it's one of those ones that's like, when I first had it, I wasn't like blown away, but every time I come back to it, I'm like, damn, that's a good ass drink right here.
They did a damn good job having the flavor profile, bro. It's crazy how they do that shit. Like make it taste
Yeah,
like
it's wild.
Facts.
Mike, what was the one that you tried the other day?
Have you guys had 3Ds?
Yeah.
I haven't had I'll tell you what's a really good flavor. I haven't had 3Ds, but Rise cotton candy one. If you like cotton candy, that shit's fire too.
I'm so hyped. Actually, Rod just came out with cotton candy.
Mike.
I'm not
so
10-year-old,
hyped. Yeah.
bro. I don't eat cotton candy.
What did he say?
I'm not
Mike
10-year-old,
just
I
goes
don't
like
eat cotton
this.
candy.
Oh my god, this fucking guy, bro.
That seems like a white person thing, though, honestly. Is it, Mike? Is it a white person thing? Cotton candy?
Cotton candy? I don't know if it's a white person thing, but it's definitely if you're under the age of 14 thing.
No, I don't.
Come on.
No. I don't.
Bullshit.
Bro, don't get it twisted. I don't sit there and eat cotton candy. Like I haven't had cotton candy since I was like fucking 11. But the flavor,
I had it last week, but
the flavor, a cotton candy flavored thing is fucking good, bro. Oh shit.
We gotta forgive Luke. He still has a young man's palate. It's not.
Nah, you have a fucking retard's palate, bro.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not matured yet.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
not your fault. It'll come.
Bro. I'm 28.
It's not
I'm
your
not
fault.
13, bro. Okay, let's not get this shit twisted.
dude, it's gonna be fucking.
My favorite energy drink flavor is Reign's Rainbow Sherbet. That's my favorite one.
I've actually heard that that's really good, and I haven't seen it.
It's so
you gotta try it. You got.
I've heard that's like the top. I've actually heard that's like the top.
My only problem with Reign's is they don't hold their carbonation very long. You gotta drink them like quick.
Oh, see, I always drink
You're
like 2 hours to drink it.
You're fucking bougie, bro. Where
No, I'm saying if you
carbonation.
don't drink it in like 5 minutes. If you don't drink it in like 5 minutes, that shit's garbage. You have 5
What
minutes.
do you?
before
How long?
carbonation
Let me
comes
ask you a
in.
question. Realistically, how long did it take you to finish the energy drink?
20 minutes.
What the fuck? You sip it like every 3 minutes. You take one sip. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not a
chugging
fucking.
it.
It's not a fucking
trying to
glass of
enjoy it.
wine, bro.
Mike has to
trying
go
to
home and he
enjoy
has
it.
like a
This is
special.
what I'm
He has like a
talking about.
special. And
You can't
Mike,
appreciate a glass of wine. He has a young man's palate. It's not there yet. It's not matured yet. It's not his
Bro, we are talking about energy drinks flavored after candy, bro. We are not talking about, bro. We are not talking about.
You guys are like fucking brothers.
Candy.
We're not talking
We're
about
not.
scotch on the fucking rocks, bro. We're talking about fucking Swedish fish and rainbow sherbet drinks. You don't need to sip this shit for fucking 30 minutes, bro.
I'm not 20 max.
Oh my god.
Mike, do you have like a fancy chalice that you put
I
your
wish.
energy drinks in? It like
If
to
I
make
did,
the
I would
He's
use
drinking
it.
it with a.
aerate,
He's drinking it with a
aerate
straw.
carbonation for a better.
If I did, I would.
flavor?
If I did, I would use it just like this.
He's using a straw.
It's the Indiana Jones goblet or whatever. Like
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
The cup of the carpenter.
yeah, Holy Grail, whatever.
The Gorilla
Yo.
Lines are good too. They pulled my
haven't
favorite
tried
flavor
that.
of Gorilla Line.
Did you guys talk about Poland yet?
Not really.
What do you think of though this dude John? Is he gonna?
Oh,
do you think
he is unreal, bro.
You think he can make
He's
it? to the
young
top
and he's got crazy.
Yeah.
He brings
crazy shape.
yeah,
Like, he's got a.
he brings up his back and he's
Backside,
gonna be a
obviously,
fucking
yeah.
problem for
Dude,
he's gonna be a problem for everyone.
shape and his size, and obviously he's fucking pretty too. Honestly, no homo, but he's like a good looking dude, and he's young and got it all, bro. He's like crazy.
If he continues down this path, like he's top 5 Olympia guy for sure.
Yeah, if he can bring up the backside, he's game over.
Yeah, he's just got to do that and improve his conditioning.
Fucking
I mean,
legs
from the front, the shape is like the
Unreal.
best in the world, man. Like
It's
that is
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy.
insane. He's a
It's
good
like
poser,
similar.
too.
It's like similar to Keon's, just bigger.
Yeah,
for sure.
he's a big
A
dude.
little more roundness and maturity, and then that back comes up. Like,
Yo, what do you guys think of Keon? Is he screwed with that ab thing or what? What's going on? I think he's like
His
almost,
abdominal wall is getting really fucking
Not
wide
good.
in that middle.
that's not
I
good.
honestly think that he's pretty close to maxed out for his frame.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to open now. Obviously, like it's like his stomach gets any bigger, dude. It's like that stretch in the abs is like he's screwed if it gets any bigger, man.
Yeah.
That's not good. It's a horrible
well,
look.
you know what I would do if I was Keon, is he weighed in at 211.9. I don't know how bad he needed to cut weight or if it was a struggle for him, but what I would do is like you're right at the tippy top of that of the 212 Olympia. Like I would just like maybe you don't have to push food as hard this year, and you can just refine and improve in small areas. And then what you do is you come back right on the same weight, but you're even more conditioned with a better peak.
Yeah.
And and then hopefully you get your waist under control too, just because you're not pushing the crazy volume.
I don't understand why. Does anyone know like why he axed Patrick?
I don't know. I heard
They're all princesses, bro. They're all
I
princesses.
heard Patrick stopped working with Keon, not Keon stopped working with him. That's what Ivan said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick's pretty strict, man. So maybe they were doing something behind his back or doing something that he wasn't.
Him and the wife. Maybe
I think his woman was like,
something.
in his ear a little bit, maybe too much for Patrick. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he got pissed
I can
off.
see that.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does. Does he stay with the wife and pull a Samson, or does he get a real coach, or what?
Yeah.
I don't know. This somebody brought up this. I think it was Dusty Hanshaw. Dusty brought it up. He goes, listen. He goes, she landed the plane last year at the Olympia, but since the Olympia, has she landed the plane since?
Right.
The answer's no.
No.
Yeah. And the answer is no. Like, you went to the Arnold, you lost.
Right.
You went to Prague, you lost. You went to the Olympia, you lost. Like, is it time to let somebody else take the reins? Or did you now you absolutely know what you're doing and know how to fix the problem?
Yeah.
Problem is too, like if they do hire a coach, like they have to like let the coach do his thing and not like I feel like the wife is like too much involved and like you know what I mean? Like I have to be involved in some way. Like you got to step back and just let your man do his thing. Just be supportive and like not be in his ear about, oh, you should do this or that, or you know what I mean? Not like coaching on the sidelines. That just fucks up everything. You know?
For sure.
No, I agree with that.
I know people always talk about like, well, Derek went from 212 to Mr. Olympia. Keon can do the same thing. I feel like they forget the obvious part that like Derek had to suck down to make 212.
He was like in shape at 230, like
yeah,
like 80.
Keon was way under 212 when he won the Olympia.
Yeah.
It's like two different
like
ends.
202 or 205, I think, or something.
Yeah.
And Derek is extremely wide and structurally like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better. Like Keon is obviously amazing, but like his structure is not like he can't fit. He doesn't really fit in with the open guys, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough. And like obviously what we just said about his stomach, it's like you really can't afford to get any bigger. Like if his stomach was like perfect and fine, like yeah, he could keep pushing, but his stomach is just gonna keep stretching, you know what I mean, his ab wall or whatever. So that's tough. Yeah, I would pull like a Flex Lewis and just stay in shape mostly year round, you know, like he used to do, and then just be ready for and like keep that stomach as tight as you can because you really can't afford to get any bigger and let that stomach stretch out anymore, you know.
Well, especially if you're going to stay in the 212, you can't eat that much.
Surgery for that, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To fix that,
I think there is a surgery for it. Didn't Phil get his abs pulled together a little bit more?
He had a hernia. What Keon has is like abdominal like diastasis. Where so it's like a lot of physical therapy and stuff to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like a lot of women get it when they get birth. So like my younger sister had it, so she went to physical therapy and like get it, you know, somewhat come back in, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And speaking of Poland, actually, what do you guys think of Akeem? Is he on his way out, or I love the guy, but
We talked about that in the beginning, and it's like I think. Well, it's like you finishing 4th at that show against those guys, and you were 16th at the Olympia.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, like it's definitely.
You can see.
If I'm him, I have myself down.
You can see age on the physique.
Yeah.
And it's starting to show on his, you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I don't know if it looks like this to you, but like his hams and glutes, however he's posing them now, looks better than it has his whole career.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like that muscle maturity as well. Like he's got some areas where it's like now grainier and harder than ever, but like areas that are fading and like maybe not less poppy, and like his skin isn't quite as like elastic, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or fresh
looking. Field, like we were talking about earlier too. Like the field is a lot tougher to fucking qualify now than it ever has been.
Dude, Opian is getting extremely competitive across the board. Not just like 3 or 4 guys, but like deep. You know what I mean? Like a lot of guys are good. Like, dude, look at that dude. I sent you that Roberto dude.
Yeah.
That dude wasn't even top 5. You know what I mean? At Poland, like these shows are fucking pretty impressive. James Holland said it's getting 5th. You know what I mean? At shows now. You know, like obviously he has like he's not his best or whatever, but still, even his best physique, I still would think would be like from like 2019. They wouldn't be winning shows. You know what I mean? These shows, you know. I think just structurally,
structurally, these guys are a lot freaking better than they were 5 years ago.
Yeah, the field's impressive right now. Honestly, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really impressive. I don't know. Before we log off, Luke, what you got in the cart or the bag?
See what I got.
You got to show it. He's definitely got a Swedish Fish Coast.
Nah, bro, I got boring ass bodybuilding food in here. Hold on.
Damn, I was hoping for like some Swiss rolls or catch them with something.
Nah, bro. If I don't have a cheat meal going on, bro, I'm boring as shit. But when I eat, I'm disgusting. I'm a disgrace.
What are we eating on Friday? What's the
bro? I already no bullshit. Saturday. I already got a couple places in my phone we can pick from, bro.
He's got this dude. He's got this all fucking logged up and ready to go.
Give us a review of what you thought about Jets for the boys.
Oh, bro, Jets is banging, dude. I had like you guys like deep like Detroit style, like deeper. It's not deep-ish, but like
crust.
Yeah, do you like that? They have all kinds of
terrible. That's not even. That's the shittiest pizza. Anything Chicago deep dish sucks.
Not Chicago.
So, bro, I'm Northeast born and bred, but you're so Northeast, bro. You're so Northeast.
I am so bad.
Yeah. So like I'm not even gonna like argue that because I know so many people from Connecticut that like they won't even have a bite of anything that's not like fucking brick oven, thin crust.
Yeah, get that shit out of my face, man.
Yeah. So, but I like fucking like doughier, like thicker pizza. So that's just banging. And then they had their boneless wings are crazy, but they have everything. They have like New York style pizza too. Literally anything is great, bro. I'm going back there 100%.
No, Chris, Detroit is like more like Elios, like like the thick square with a lot of crust.
Yeah, it's not Chicago. It's not Chicago.
I've had that too. I mean, like that stuff's like okay. Like if I'm at a party and it's like there, I'll eat it. You know, if I can eat pizza. But like if I want to
light them up,
pizza, I'm getting like New York style, like brick oven, coal fired fucking pizza, like undercarriage, nice and charred.
When you get a chance, though, you really have to try Jets because it's different than like any other like pizza
I'll try it. I mean, I'll try it
just so you can be a fair judge. Because honestly, it's everyone that I've turned on to it is like amazed by it. It's just so funny.
I'm ready.
It's good, bro. It's good.
But yeah, I mean, Sally's and Modern is fucking that shit's fire too, bro. So good. Oh, so good.
All right, boys. I gotta make a meal.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, I'm fucking. My phone's about to die.
See y'all on Wednesday.
Yeah, what time do people get in?
10 of them. Where like Brennan, Ashley, and I get in around like 10 a.m.
I think we get in about 11 a.m. I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. All right, so we got the day.
Like one rental car. Or how do you guys do? What do you guys do?
Ashley and I booked a rental car, so I think we were going to try to hang around to pick up Shay and Mike at the airport. We have an SUV, so it should fit all of us.
Oh, we're nice.
Barely.
Yep.
So
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
we're gonna make Brennan, you're gonna ride bitch in the SUV.
Fucking right.
Wait till you guys experience this nice weather. It's so nice out right now.
No, we could all smoke cigars out by my pool, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
I saw some dudes the other night. I was smoking weed on the balcony. They were out by the pool. They had a bonfire going, smoking cigars. I was like, that is a vibe, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, we need to do that shit.
Yeah.
We're about to set the fucking vibe, kid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, boys.
All right.
All right, fellas. I'll see
you
you
all
on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We'll
Wednesday.
Peace out.
Peace and love,
Peace.
gang.
Yeah.